Welcome to the Channels Book Club. In 2013, Brigadier General Godwin Alabi-Isama released a book titled The Tragedy of Victory. It's one of the books that were listed as one of our top 15 books for 2013. Some have tagged it a very controversial yet historically important book. In the spirit of January, which is the month when war heroes are remembered in Nigeria, we'll be showing you the interview that I had with General Isama. Please join us after this break.
To airports around the country, an industry that generates billions of naira, connecting millions of business and leisure, will put you through the paces and give you an insider's view on the aviation industry. Watch Aviation This Week only on Channels Television. Aviation This Week, keeping an eye on the aviation industry.
It's a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you for inviting me.
What inspired you to write The Tragedy of Victory? Were you trying to right some wrongs in our history? Were you trying to say what you have not said in a long time? You just want to document history? What motivated you?
The first thing was the fact that the book titled My Command was brought to me by General Kennedy. And he told me that if I read the book, I will be sick. What will make me sick in the book written by General Obasanjo? Anyway, I thought General Obasanjo had written about his experiences of the war, but he had doctored it and demonized us. That was why Kennedy said it will make me sick. So I haven't read it. And I went to my mother's place at Ilorin to renovate my mother's house. I found in a box, the story is in the book, I found in a box, locked up, more than 1,000 pictures of the Civil War. And I quietly and patiently read that My Command. And I started to respond. For every picture I saw, and my maps, and the documents, I had them. So I had to wrong the right. I did not know that this book would be so successful. I did not know that people were even waiting for the truth. Where is the truth about the Civil War? We have no weapon. We have no food, and they didn't feed us. All those were not, they were just stories. But this book has shown you with 450 pictures, 35 maps of strategy and tactics, plus 19 documents of what we really went through in the war as I took part. So it was to correct the wrongs.
Recently, there have been a lot of books that have been published. Yours is one of them. Malam El-Rufai's book is one of them. Professor Achebe, before he died, wrote There Was a Country. And many of these books have generated quite a number of what I would term as heated reactions. What do you think about those reactions? What do they tell you about our culture of receiving such works?
Well, first of all, before Achebe died, I had replied with 81 pages and 19 pictures to show that what he wrote about, he did not know enough. Because he said it was reported, it was written, I heard, he didn't say I was there. I, Alabi-Isama, I was there. And I was lucky to have these pictures. The story of how I got the pictures is also in the book. There will be controversies if you do not have these pictures to back it up. At that time, we had only WNTV, and MBS. which was the first in Africa since 1956 or 59. 59. I don't think the government of the country at that time realized the importance of photojournalism in the war front. I was just lucky. I went on a patrol with my troops. Commanders don't go on patrols. I wanted an information which I didn't get right. I sent 10 people, they didn't get the information that I was looking for. Information is strength and power. That we will come to, because without information, that's why you need to make sure that the police you have in the country is looked after properly to get you information before the problems. But that is by the way. Talking about those books, comments have been made on El Rufai's book, yes, Achebe's book, yes. I have not seen any adverse comment on my book. The Vanguard newspaper serialized it for a full week. The news magazine serialized this book. Ebenezer Babatope wrote about this book. This coming Monday, in the news, I've just been given the information, another person is interested and had written about this book. Adetiba had also written about this book. Many people have written about it. There hasn't been any adverse comment. Obasanjo himself had not written about it, but he replied, El Rufai. I have more pictures. Some you call last card, some you call trump card, to prove the things I am talking about in the book. I was there. I was 27 years old. Nobody had made any adverse comment on the book. And if they are ready to make, it's not a problem. I was there. Was he there? Even if he was not there, maybe his parents were there, and the parents told a different story, I will bring more pictures. I'm writing a second book already. The problem we have so far is the fact that a lot of people had deceived the country, that they did certain things. The country believed them. It's like you and your boss arguing on a subject. He's your boss. He has to be right. He engaged you. So if I had written my book without pictures, there would have been comments. The pictures are the strength of this book. There are 450 pictures in there, with 35 colored maps, the exact maps I used during the Civil War as the Chief of Staff of Marine Commando. Adekunle was our Black Scorpion. We gave him the name. How he got the name is in the book, with the map to prove how he got the name. General Obasanjo also became head of state of this country and president of this country. And now he's saying that both are disaster. And the military aspect of it is in the book. Why will you demonize us? What a leader will do is, my boss did it, but you got the glory. Why you want to get the glory and demonize us and you are not there? On the day of the final battle, Obasanjo got lost. It's in his own book and it's in my book, with pictures to back it up. He didn't even know where Amici was. Commanders don't do that. That's not how we were trained in the military. But the book is not about Obasanjo. The book is about my vision in our diversity. There are people like Obasanjo in world history, Hitler, Genghis Khan, Ataturk. There are many of them, Alexander the Great, Napoleon. They drew blood. Their destiny. You know, this phenomenon, there are implacable situations in world history. Implacable phenomenon in world history. These things are available everywhere. You will see them. They draw blood. People will die in thousands. They are the great and the greatest and what. But at the end of it all, where are they? What Hitler tried to achieve with bullet is today being achieved with ballot. Why do you have to die? Why do we have to kill each other? Igbo must rule, Hausa must rule, Yoruba must rule. For how long are you going to live and not give peace to the country? So the book is not about Dekunle or Obasanjo, Alabi, no. The book is about my vision in our diversity. You can't go through those without looking back. You don't dwell in the past. You will lose sight of the future. And so we need to put in place institutions of inclusiveness, where everybody is part of it, not extractive institutions. The JAMB, CFO, license to import sugar, license to import rice, license to import water, all this rubbish. If you had given license to the whole country, let everybody go and import rice, you won't import more than what you're importing now. So if you say everybody go and import sugar, didn't we have Basita sugar, Savannah sugar, all of them? They broke down because we prefer to import. During Koja, during sports in this country, African sports, instead of buying our Peugeot automobile, we bought foreign cars. Did that not kill Peugeot automobile? Do you know how many Nigerians are therefore out of work? These are by the leaders of this country. That's what my book is addressing. But my background is military. And I took it from the military angle to show you what we did. 2 million people reportedly dead. More than 80% of these 2 million are Igbo people. Should they die again? Should anybody lead them astray again? So the book is not about Obasanjo, Adekunle, Alabi, and all that. No, it's not my vision in our diversity. A lot of things had gone wrong.